Hello, ladies. It is raining cats and dogs here in Los Angeles tonight, so you might be able to hear the rain outside. Wherever you are, I hope that you're cozy, dry, and enjoying the start to the new year. And I'm curious, what are you the most proud of so far in 2019? Go ahead and put it in the chat bar if you're watching live or watching the replay. What are you the most excited about and most proud of in 2019? Because for me, it feels like we're just getting a start to the year. It felt like New Year's feels like forever ago, and it feels like the actual new year just started a few days ago. I don't know if you feel that way with the shift in energy or not, but I feel excited. I feel like this is a fresh start for so many people. And what I want to talk about tonight is how to find more ease and balance in your love life and in your dating situations instead of feeling like you've got to push or that you just have to give up. So much advice out there is like, go on a million dates and just keep talking to a bunch of people and, go out to a bunch of events. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you can easily get burnt out, exhausted, and also if you're naturally more shy, just feel like a fish out of water. And then there's other advice and other approaches that say, just wait and the right guy will appear or the right partner will appear when you just stop trying. And that's also bogus advice because, how are you supposed to have something happen in your life if you're just leaning back and feeling passive? And it's sad to me because I talk to women all the time who have just taken one of these two extremes, either pushed super hard in their love life and felt burnt out and exhausted and bitter and resentful, or kind of given up and done nothing and then felt totally empty-handed. So the good news is you can absolutely find balance, and that means dating in a way that's both feminine and masculine instead of just one or the other. And I think that that's the most important part of building a relationship with ourselves and with our partner is to understand the balance of masculine and feminine energy and then approach our dating life with that balance. So I, for one, have a ton of masculine energy. I love being direct, getting things done, setting goals, being focused, like being ambitious. All of those things are fun for me. I'm fiery and I'm feisty and I love it. But I also have a very big feminine side. I think the more we develop either of these energies, the more that we can play full out with both of them. So because I have such strong masculine, such dedication and commitment and drive, I can also have a really well-developed feminine energy, and that supports me not only in dating and in my great relationship with Jason. I'm obviously not dating anymore, but it feels like we're still dating because our love is still really strong. But it also applies to every part of life. And that's why I get so fired up about my clients because they are kicking butt, not only in their dating life and in their love life, meeting great guys, going out on dates, meeting better quality men, getting engaged, getting married, the whole 9 yards, but they're also having a lot more fun in the process, and they're also having a lot more power in the rest of their life. So I've had clients who within the first few weeks of working with me, all of a sudden got a promotion without even asking. One of the women in my program, she was at a company meeting and they just said, hey, you're now going to be leading the marketing for this. And she was like, whoa, cool. So in front of everyone, she got a promotion. And that happens all the time because when we're not feeling good about ourselves, when we're not in our balance between our masculine and feminine energies, then it shows. Like we either show up depleted because we're overdoing it, or we show up kind of lethargic or passive or just not really stepping up for opportunities if we're too much in this more floaty space, this floaty energy. And hi, Amy and Renee and other people joining. Welcome. So if you find yourself in one of these extremes with dating, super important to find balance, and I'm going to tell you a bit of how and why. So the way I look at it is that if you're dating, the external activities, going on a bunch of dates, going to a bunch of events, like driving hard in a conversation or controlling the conversation, those can all be considered more masculine energy, and it's great for work and other parts of our life, but it might be a bit flipped when it comes to your dating life. So when I want you to bring the fiery, hardcore, disciplined, focused energy is with your commitment to yourself and your practices. That should be non-negotiable. Commitment to loving yourself, commitment to taking care of yourself, respecting yourself, setting healthy boundaries, doing practices which integrate your head, your heart, and your body, honoring your sexuality, and doing the hard work of excavating trauma and releasing trauma through the body, through somatic experiences, and through mentorship and guidance with that. So I want you to bring that masculine energy, that power, that drive, that, tenacity to yourself, to your practices, to your commitment to yourself, to your taking action with yourself. But I want you to bring more feminine energy to the external part of dating, to how you show up on a date, to how you carry yourself when you walk into a room, to how busy your calendar gets. And do you make time for dating, or do you just fill it up with work activities? Do you make time to take yourself on a date and do self-care? So this is an art. Relationship is an art. Sex is an art. Passionate, exchanges are art. Like, I really believe that love is the greatest art that we get to create in our life, not just making love, but, you know, making a relationship, creating a relationship. And it's not a science, but you can learn to do it in a way that feels much more practical and methodical versus just hoping that something changes. So again, if you're just joining, we're talking about how to make sure that you don't get unbalanced, that you don't get too aggressive in your approach to dating or too passive, because neither of those will really work. Bring that masculine energy that we all have and really strengthen that masculine energy with your discipline towards yourself, and bring more feminine energy in the way that you're approaching dating, which means showing up with love, compassion, passion, excitement, not letting yourself get burnt out, making sure that there's time for you to nurture yourself and take care of yourself. And if you're a woman watching this or a woman in Western society, this has probably been hard for you to connect to that yin energy, that soft energy, that womb-like energy. I mean, I even have a hard time connecting to it. I'll just tell on myself. Like, I have a hard time connecting to it when I'm doing something like this. Like, I'm excited to connect with everyone, but I'm bringing a lot of fire. I'm bringing a lot of passion, and I'm bringing a lot of, direct communication. Versus if I was more in my yin energy or more of my womb energy or softer, you know, I might be more relaxed in my body, my voice might change, I might be noticing all the senses in the moment and feeling more in my pleasure. I would probably be slowing down and speaking in a totally different cadence. So that's just an example of how showing up with masculine energy, like rah, 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 on a date would feel very different than showing up in that more feminine energy. But most of us haven't learned how to cultivate our feminine, or we haven't learned how to be strong in our healthy masculine to keep us on track and to keep us focused and to keep us accountable to ourselves and others for getting what we need and what we want. So I'm super proud of all of my clients who are doing their practices, showing up to our group calls, taking good care of themselves, integrating their healthy masculine and healthy feminine, doing deep healing work. Like, that's freaking awesome. And that's why I do what I do. I love this. You know, I have my MBA from Harvard. I went to engineering school in undergrad. Like I said, I have a lot of masculine energy, and I could be doing anything, but this is what I want to do. This is what my heart calls me to do. This is what my body calls me to do. You know, every time that a woman, like I said, meets a new guy and starts a great relationship, or holds her head up high and feels sovereign, feels like a queen when she's dating, or heals from sexual trauma from the past, or gives herself permission to be more fully expressed, like, I feel like I just lift off the planet. I feel so excited and so happy, and I really believe that that's why we're here, is to create this art of love, and that is our superpower. So don't get stuck on either of those extremes, and do that deeper work to find the balance between both of those. And if you're feeling challenged with that, then definitely set up a free call with us. We do free 45-minute Breakthrough to Love sessions, and that's going to help you understand where you're getting off track. Are you pushing too hard in dating, or are you giving up too soon and not really sure how to use the right skills in order to get what you want? And it is an art, it's not a science, but it can be so much easier and so much more supportive when you have the right system, the right tools, and the right mentorship. So I would love to hear more about where you're at in your love life, what it is that you want, and if we can help you get there, we will totally tell you and show you how. So you're going to get a lot of value in this session. It's probably the best thing that you'll do to kick off your 2019 to get you what you want when it comes to love. So keep that drive, keep that fire, keep that passion for yourself, and show up in a way in the external world that feels more soft, more open, more receptive, and just notice the difference. So I'm looking forward to connecting with you all. Again, just go to violetlang.com/talk to book your free breakthrough session. And I will see you here next Wednesday. Every Wednesday I come on here and chat, and we've got some really exciting topics coming up. So have a good rest of your week. I hope you have some hot, sexy dates this weekend, and enjoy. Bye.